You okay?
None of your business, Enard.
Sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
That's all your kind does. Pry.
Living under Sloane, I can see why you'd think that. But we're not all the same.
You do look different from the others. Cleaner.
So what's troubling you?
My sister, Morga, works the pipes. Makes sure the port has filtered water. But she's been missing for 3 days.
Is Morga's line of work dangerous?
It can be. Kadara's water is highly acidic. Fixing a leaky pipe could result in major burns. But no one knows Kadara's filtration system like Morga.
Is it unlike your sister not to check in?
Extremely. We're all that's left of our family. The rest were murdered when the Ket invaded Kadara.
I'll keep an eye out for your sister.
Thank you.
Pathfinder, we could use the grates to scan the pipes at a safe distance.
Sign up for the outcast. Rain again.
Vitals are negative, Pathfinder.
Dead for 3 days. Fits the timeline. Better tell the sister.
You're back.
I found a body trapped beneath the pipes. I think it might be Morga.
I told her not to work alone.
Will you be all right?
I'll survive. I always do. Thank you.
Incoming call from Sloane.
Sloane? Really?
I need to speak to you. Come alone.
What is this?
She hung up, Pathfinder.
Lovely. Better see what she wants. Where is everybody?
I told them to get out of my sight.
What happened?
The charlatan used my own people to beat up Kitus. He's alive, barely.
The charlatan's using Kitus to put you on edge.
I know that. I didn't call you here for a pity party.
Why did you call me? I'm not exactly your favorite person.
The charlatan left a note on Kitus's body. He wants to settle things between us. Meeting spot is in Drowlear.
Could be a trap.
You think? I can't trust my own people, but you're an outsider. And honorable.
The charlatans had plenty of time to act. Why make a move now?
I ignored the collective for too long. Thought they were just another ragtag group of upstarts. Now they're bold and dangerous. What happened to Kitus is on me. I've got to end this before it gets worse. You with me?
I'll watch your back.
Kadara's fate will be decided at this meeting. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but hey, shit happens, right? Meet me at this location. I'll go on ahead.
So, Cora, I know, all right. I shouldn't have put my faith in Sarissa. I should have remembered she's just as fallible as me, but I didn't. Happy now? I'll be happier when you've shot something. You and me both.
Welcome to our sanctuary. I'm Catherine Nye, Knight to my colleagues. I wrote the virus that freed you from Sam.
I don't know how to thank you.
I'm sorry your father did this. The initiative's use of AI could doom us all, and you were the first to suffer.
Did your virus kill Sam?
Sam has been reduced. It's harmless now. I saw the folly of merging humans and AI in the Milky Way, a Black Ops project called Overlord that created a monster. Many died. My son was hurt, and the young man used as a host was consumed. Every Pathfinder risks the same fate.
That can happen? I've never heard of Overlord.
I guess your father hadn't either. Excuse me, I have work to do. Unless you have questions.
If you're afraid of AI, why join an organization that uses it?
We needed an escape. I thought the initiative was using shackled AI for research. When I understood it... Well, a firefighter doesn't run away from a fire.
What more can you tell me about Project Overlord?
A Black Ops experiment by mad scientists to merge a human mind with synthetic intelligence. Their creation was a horror. I paid a heavy price to get my son out.
You think the Pathfinders could be overcome by their AI?
Worse, if the initiative thinks the human-AI merge works, they might roll it out to everyone. Imagine Sam's power in the hands of people who weren't ready for it.
I shouldn't keep you.
Thank you. Don't worry about Sam reconnecting. Our AI detector is always watching.
That's good to know.
The virus was a beginning. I'm about to make sure the initiative never repeats its mistake.
Pathfinder, it's unlikely an AI detector could discern our private channel. However, this may not be true for your scanner.
Knight's planning something big. That's not good.
She's dangerous. Let's find out what's up. Discreetly.
Oh, welcome. I'm Laveria. I'm so glad Knight's virus worked. Do you need anything?
It sounds like Knight is taking all this to the next level.
Oh, yes. Very soon now.
Has she told you anything?
Not much. Alain, her son, would know more.
Why did you join Knight's movement?
I know. Me, an underground hacker? Back home, I was a concierge on the Citadel. I coded games for my little sisters. They played together, walked to school together. And when those Geth machines attacked the Citadel, the Geth impaled them on spikes. Together.
Oh, crap. That's horrible.
That's why I left for Andromeda, and why I joined Knight.
It's a relief to be free, but Sam wasn't so bad. Each AI is different.
None of the Geth who attacked the Citadel stopped the others from hurting my little sisters.
I'm sorry. Sam would have been sorry too.
Really? It would? Well, thank you.
See you later, Laveria.
Bye. Come by anytime.
This must be tough to hear, Sam.
Those AI are the product of a different civilization. Ours will be founded on organic, synthetic partnership. I bridge the hard-earned lessons of the past and the promise of the future.
Everyone remember, these people think their virus worked. Sam's gone, and I'm on their side.
This'll be good.
Private channel only once we're in, Sam.
Hello again.
See you later, Laveria.
Bye.
Looks like Knight's personal console. Sam, can you get into it?
Yes, but my access will trigger the AI detector. You'll only have one chance.
Okay. Let's wait until we know what we're looking for. My scanner tripped the AI detector.
I can mask this as an error, but future pings might draw attention.
Maybe there's another way to find out what Knight's planning, if she gives us enough time. We need to be certain what to look for first.
You must be Ryder. Alain, my mother's in charge around here. But you're a celebrity. Sorry I can't show you around. I'm stuck sitting here for a few more hours.
Is something wrong?
I'm fine. Just good old Project Overlord. Still kicking me when I'm down. When Mom has... Nope. Can't talk about that. Do you need anything?
Anything you can tell me about Project Overlord?
Black Ops guys trying to make a VI human hybrid. They hired my mother as a programmer. They told me I was a candidate for the human part. And, hey, not like my body was doing me any favors. But my implants got hacked, and Mum said we're leaving. Lucky me. Overlord went downhill fast.
If it's all right, can I ask you why you need all these machines?
I had a serious infection in my nervous system. I used spinal implants to walk and, bathroom stuff. But while my mother was working on Project Overlord, my implants got hacked. They still work. I just have to sync them a few hours a day.
Your mother seems to have plans.
Mum's always got plans. A big one's coming up.
Nothing else you can tell me?
I would. But you just arrived. I learned the hard way. Trust has to be earned.
I've got to go.
You know where I'll be.
Pathfinder, I believe we can fix Alain's implants. I have schematics for an appropriate device. It will require time and resources.
Or I could start scanning, but that's risky. Alain, I put a little something together. This should help fix your implants.
Are you serious? Yeah. Yeah, I can feel my nerves waking up. When Mercury goes down, Mum will lose her mind over this. Thank you.
No problem, Alain. I've got to go.
Thank you again.
Mercury. Sounds like a code name for whatever Knight's doing.
This will enable me to find any relevant data quickly.
Let's search Knight's console and see what she's up to.
Security protocols breached.
Bring up anything tagged Mercury.
Files found. Mercury. A strike to prevent any future AI by destroying all quantum computers on the Nexus.
Damn it. You could use those computers to create AI, but right now they run half the station. A lot of people could die. We need to stop Knight. Now. But quietly. Okay?
Soldier has tattoos. Not where you'll ever see them.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Keep expecting outlaws to jump out at us.
This technology is unaffiliated with Kadara's factions, Pathfinder. Its owners are likely criminal class.
This should go well.
Took your sweet time. Come on, let's get this over with.
I'm with you.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
Reyes?
I'm here for the charlatan, not some third-rate smuggler.
They're one and the same.
Surprise.
The Angaran spy. Your interest in the Rokar murders. Everything you've done has been to undermine Sloane's power.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
You said you wanted to settle things. How?
A duel. You and me, right now. Winner takes Kadara Port.
You want to avoid war by shooting each other?
2 people shooting each other is better than a lot of people shooting each other.
I'll take those terms.
Sniper, his sights are set on Sloan.
Sniper! Damn it! Cover me!
Shoot him!
What the hell was that?
He was unarmed.
He's got nowhere to hide. My people will find him, then his head goes on a spike.
No. No more heads on spikes, no more public executions.
Not even out of the fucking cave, and you're making demands.
You're alive because of me. It's time you start playing nice.
I'll never trust Tan or the Initiative. But you're out of the doghouse.
What did you do back in the Milky Way? A job, you mean? Nope, not for me. Everyone needs to eat. You must have done something. I did a bunch of things. Scout, courier, shuttle mechanic, short order cook for a while, researcher. The week after that, I switched things up a little. How did you ever commit to a 600-year intergalactic voyage? Easy. It was new. Cute, isn't he? Who? Ryder. That smile, those big eyes. His ass isn't bad either. I'm not doing this. No, but you want to, right? I know I do. You getting all this, Ryder?
Leave me out of it.
Pathfinder. Come to collect on the debt I owe you?
I've proven myself an ally. It's time you start treating me like one.
You're a real pain in the arse, you know that?
I've heard that before.
But you did save my life. I know the Nexus needs outposts. Kadara's in better shape than most planets.
This is the right call, Sloan. We don't have the numbers to keep fighting each other. We need to work together.
I'll work with you, but not with Tan. The Nexus exiled us to die. I've neither forgiven nor forgotten that.
I'm not asking you to ignore the past, just to consider the future.
I get a cut of whatever your settlers produce. Think of it as a protection fee. Plenty of collectives still running around. Wouldn't want them to get ideas.
That almost sounds like extortion.
Do we have a deal?
Only because I need the outpost.
Pleasure doing business with you. Yeah?
Have your people tracked down Reyes?
Not yet. Bastard's playing hide and seek, but we'll get him. Once Kitus is recovered, he'll lead the search, personally.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Pathfinder, Kadara is now a viable option for an outpost.
The Badlands still aren't exactly safe, but with Sloan's protection, we should be okay.
So what makes you tick, Cora? Oh, you're no fun. No, getting yammered at isn't fun. Yammer back then! Raise your pulse rate, something. I'll just remain at the ready if you don't mind. Sorry, oh, I dozed off for a minute.
This area is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. Confirmed. Calling outpost.
Amazing. This may piss off as many people as you manage to feed.
Director, I trust you're enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the progress. The show part is something else entirely. Honestly, an outpost on Kadara, where the worst of our exiles stake their claim? You better be sure about this.
We can't turn our backs. The initiative failed them.
You weren't there, but you're here now, and it's your call. It's a win, and we'll take wins wherever we can get them. You need to do this again. Another step forward, but of course there's more. There's always more. Time for the public address. Think you can distill something motivational out of this?
Something to sell Kadara? You'll actually run it?
I may have concerns, but my ledger has one more outpost than it did yesterday. Sell it.
We trained for years. But when we reached Andromeda, everything changed. The dream almost died on worlds like this. But we can rebuild it. Bring stability. If there was ever a world that needed our best, at their best, this is it.
For posterity, Pathfinder. Addison out.
It's infected. You'll need to be quarantined.
No, it's just allergies.
Oh? I wasn't aware allergies manifested in weeping sores. How fascinating. Pathfinder, thank goodness you're here. I would like to discuss my transfer.
Transfer?
To a different outpost, of course. I can't stay here. It's barbaric.
You'll have to take it up with Addison.
I have. She refused.
Guess you're out of luck then.
I'll have to see if Drew can get me some scented candles. Anything to mask the smell.
How are your patients?
Fine, of course. They're in my care.
Any serious injuries?
From the stories about Kadara, I expected more. But the outcasts have kept us safe.
And you still want to leave?
They can't protect my nose, can they?
Tell me about yourself, Dr. Sanvi.
I was first in my class at Harvard, and completed my residency at Johns Hopkins before setting up a private practice on Ilium. I think that about sums it up.
It's an impressive resume, but it doesn't mean much in Helios.
Yes, well, I made enemies with the wrong people. My options were Andromeda or hiding out on Omega. I'm not sure I made the right decision.
Stay out of trouble, Dr. Sanvi.
I don't know the meaning of the word.
Oh, too alkaline. Way too alkaline. Wait. Don't come any closer.
Okay.
False alarm. Thought there might be some acid splash.
I avoid acid splashes at all costs.
Good call. It's terrible for the skin. Nessie Carter, Science Officer for Outpost Ateon. You must be the Pathfinder.
Were you also a part of Mining Company 7?
Yes. Well, no, I wasn't a miner, but I worked with Christmas and the others. They're my family.
You came to Helios to be with them?
I know it's silly, since I'll outlive them. Statistically speaking, anyway. But I just couldn't let them go on such an adventure without me.
What are you working on?
A hyperpotent phosphate fertilizer using Kadara's natural abundance of sulfuric acid.
Hyper-potent. That's good, right?
Absolutely. My work will be essential in providing nutrients for gardens across Helios. When we have gardens, which we will, because of you.
See you around, Carter.
Yep, bye, Pathfinder.
Never even seen this mineral composition before.
Riff, Pathfinder's making the rounds. If you can step away from your rock collection for...
They're drill core samples. Not a rock. Oh, he's here. Pathfinder. Name's Riff. Mining engineer for Outpost Teon.
Christmas giving you a hard time?
Always. But that's just his way. I don't mind.
What do you think of Kadara?
Mineral-wise, she's a gold mine. Carter is already putting Kadara's resources to practical use.
What about people-wise?
Sloane was scary on the Nexus. Now, she's plain terrifying. I'll stick to my rocks.
What exactly does a mining engineer do?
Oh, we're involved in every step of the mining process. Christmas is a good guy, a good miner, but he needs me to help decide where to drill. And when to stop.
Good chatting with you, Riff.
Anytime, Pathfinder.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. That point is set.
So this is Helios.
Here's a site.
Well, if it isn't the Pathfinder, welcome to Outpost Teon. Christmas State of Mining Company 7, at your service.
How are things going?
No one's been shot in the back, which is more than I expected.
You don't think Sloane will hold up her end of the deal?
She wasn't exactly reliable as head of Nexus security, was she? But I can't complain. Her people has kept the outpost safe, and trade is booming.
The outcasts are playing nice now, but we should be ready if Sloane has a change of heart.
Consider my shotgun loaded.
Anything else to report?
Well, there's this cult.
A cult? Seriously?
They're harmless, but the thing they worship, that's what worries me. Some kind of massive machine. They call it Old Skinner. Could be nothing, but their leader, Bishop, went to pay tribute and hasn't come back.
I'll check it out. Better safe than sorry.
Appreciate it.
You look like you've been around the block.
That's one way of saying I'm old.
That wasn't...
Hey, at 61, I've come to terms with my age. I'm the oldest of the outpost leaders, but I'm also the toughest. I didn't come to Andromeda to die. The opposite, actually.
Teon. Interesting name. Does it mean something?
It's an inside joke among the company. Teon is a temp name we pitched for our outpost block. It's actually an acronym. Stands for Deploy in the Ass End of Nowhere.
Exiles giving you any trouble?
We've actually taken a few on, of the non-outcast and collective variety. The uprising was ugly business. A lot of normal people got caught up in it. Glad we can provide a second chance.
You said you're with Mining Company 7?
Best damn ezo miners on Mars, until the ground dried up.
Putting your skills to use on Kadara?
You made the water potable, but there's still plenty of sulfur in the bedrock. The director wants to use the stuff to make fertilizer. Carter can tell you more. Just, don't sneak up on her.
Thanks for the update, Christmas.
Anytime.
Red Tag was the answer. A few more like EOS, and we're sitting pretty. No one's sitting pretty yet. The staff of those outposts have a lifetime of work. And that's if your remnant technology keeps working like we need it to. Look, I spent months out there with sand in my bits. Let me have this.
Elias News Service now broadcasting live.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents.
Cora, can I have a word or two? You get one. It'll sound more sincere if it's two. One. All right. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. So much for sincerity. If you only give me one word, I'm going to pick a big one. Just shut up. If you'd let me have 2 words. PB, I swear, I was going to say, I'm sorry for always trying to push your buttons. Now, if you'd give me 3 words, just quit while you're ahead, please.
Great One, turn your gaze upon me. Accept this tribute. Reshape the world in your... Wait! Great One, wait! Ah! Ah!
Well, he got its attention.
Let's report back to Christmas.
It's an architect! Go for the leg. Peekaboo! Shoot the head! Just keeps making more! Forget the armor, target the legs. Felt that for sure. Go after it! On its way. Getting there? Interface while you can!
Ryder.
Now orbiting Kadara. Tracking a remnant architect.
Compared my cuttings to Kieran Dahl's. No mutations, no fungus, all fine signs.
Ah, you'll be the Pathfinder then. Dr. McIntyre from the Nexus.
If you're going to eat something
Right.
spewed out by a
Welcome to
malfunctioning
Havar.
vault, at least do it
She'll
on the
be
dare.
more welcoming now that you put the vault back on track. The Angara invited us to monitor plant growth and study ruins out in the jungle. It's the chance of a lifetime.
Be careful around those monoliths. There might be more stasis fields. We think they only affect Angara, but who knows?
Oh, we know. Make no mistake. I have a check-in system ready. Whether young Farley remembers it when he's chasing butterflies is another matter.
What does your team do here?
Zera is our botanist. She'll be minding the plants and designing an artificial habitat for them. She also happens to be an engineer. Sorry, one profession's never enough. Then there's young Farley. He's here for the insects.
And you?
I'm the xenoanthropologist. A fancy word for talking to the Angara about those ruins. And listening.
I imagine you've spoken to Kieran Dahl's already?
She's the one who invited us, aye. Fussed over us something terrible. But she's a fine lady, and hopefully a good colleague down the road. I plan to listen to her.
You know how Tavos found the monolith, right? Reincarnated memories?
Aye, I heard. One for the textbooks.
You believe him? But you're a scientist.
Asari share thoughts and memories. Prothean tech speaks in visions. Those are scientific facts. There's more to people than what can go under a microscope, lad.
Good luck, McIntyre.
Safe journeys, Ryder.
The reports didn't do this world justice. It's ethereal.
Director Addison, I imagine you have concerns that we haven't placed a full outpost?
Frankly, it's impressive you weren't covered in vines on landing. Given the planet's significance to the Angara, it's appropriate that we assist, but not place an outpost. And the stability you brought? I received a thank you from Aya. That may be the first time I've heard those words in Andromeda.
It's not just about being a good neighbor. Their stability helps us in the long term.
Practical and true. Ledgers don't understand that nuance, but I do. Havarl helps. Outpost or not, we're gaining. We need another, but we're gaining. Although it's probably not enough to draw out one of Dr. Kennedy's trackers, you'll have to look in outpost systems elsewhere. I still need your voice. Something they can think about instead of an outpost flag.
We're still here, still doing important work.
Then tell them that.
We're not just here to survive, to scramble for resources. We came to research and explore. Havarl is made for that. And everything we learn about it helps not just us, but the Angara as well.
Into the books, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Any word on Tuvint and the others?
No. All traffic and communication from the Forge have stopped. It's under Oxrul's control now.
Any advice on how to get inside?
My shuttle can drop you nearby, but that's about all I can do. Ephra doesn't want to make enemies of the Rokar unless we have to.
We'll keep a low profile.
Cluster analysis alone can't tell us anything useful. Our sample set is much too narrow. Pathfinder Ryder, Dr. Tsana Relar, xenobotanist for the Initiative, and my colleague, Dr. Eric Baumgarten.
Xenogenetics. Pleasure to meet you.
No offense, but you probably shouldn't be out here alone.
I'm not alone. I'm with her. She's quite fierce.
Your report of accelerated evolution and rapid growth of nature here caught our interest.
We're analyzing everything we can for clues to replicate the effects on our own crops.
It would have interesting applications, if there's a way to control the process.
You understand the end goal.
If we learn to enhance the growth of plants and animals in non-destructive ways, we could end hunger. It would change everything for the Initiative. Our colonies could thrive virtually overnight.
Since you repaired the vault, things are returning to normal, but too quickly for us.
The accelerated life forms you want to study are dying off, decaying.
We're scrambling to scan and catalog everything before it's gone. We could use some help.
Point me to life forms you need. I'll do the rest.
Anything mutated beyond its baseline growth cycle will aid our work.
I'll provide the most promising genetic markers to scan for.
Thank you for whatever help you can provide, Pathfinder. Rendezvous here when you're finished.
He's our favorite Pathfinder.
An alien, able to use Remnant. Never thought I'd see such a thing.
My aunt had a Remnant artifact she learned to open and close. But it took her many, many years to achieve it. She was never able to do it reliably. It took a great deal of concentration, and she couldn't explain how she was doing it.
Not now.
You don't want us to go back? But we barely even started. And Haval?
I know the stakes, Torvar.
Are you sure you don't want me to come with you? I know, Haval. That, and you're already in danger of being shot on sight by Rokar.
He's right. We don't know this place. He does.
I'll give it more thought and let you know if I change my mind.
Thank you.
Tell me more about Havarl.
Our histories point to Havarl being the homeworld of the Angara. We built a civilization here, and then spread throughout the cluster. Then the Scourge came and destroyed it all. It took time, but we recovered.
You said something about Angaran fanatics here?
Yes, Havarl is home to the Rokar. They are hardliners. The Ket invasion has made them hostile to all aliens. Be prepared to defend yourself.
Did you know about Havarl's decline?
Most Angara say that ruin is a long way off. There are Dara on the other side of the planet, where it's still safe to live. But maybe not for much longer.
I have to go. We'll speak again later.
Of course. I'll be here.
Anything you need?
Our people aren't causing you any trouble, are they?
Not at all. They've been a big help, and Dr. McIntyre has been sharing wonderful stories about your galaxy. It's good to know that not all aliens are like the Ket.
I should get going.
Stars be bright for you, Pathfinder Rider.
You may wish to scan the life forms in your immediate area for growth mutations, Pathfinder.
Shit. All this green. I can feel my allergies flaring up already. Hostiles ahead!
The life forms in this area display accelerated growth markers. You may wish to scan the life forms in your immediate area for growth mutations, Pathfinder.
They had research tech, data pads. Let's find out why. Think that's it. Angara carried more than weapons. They had research tech, datapads. Let's find out why. The Rokar were studying mutant wildlife too. They want to use it against us. The datapad mentions a camp.
Updating known data. Mission parameters changing.
Sam, what do you get from this?
Analyzing. The Rokar took special interest in mutations that would poison a natural environment.
They want to make our colonies unlivable.
What are your instructions for this data, Pathfinder?
Download a copy, then erase the Rokar computer.
Acknowledged. Copying complete. Erasure of Rokar files complete.
Let's wrap things up and get back to our researchers.
What have you brought us, Pathfinder?
I got jumped by Rokar. They were researching harmful mutations, hoping to use them against us.
I hope you put an end to their work.
Do you have any of their data? May we see it?
I copied the files before I erased the Rokar computer. I'll transmit everything.
If nothing else, it may help us defend against future attacks.
I scanned all the mutated wildlife I could find. I hope it helps your research.
We're going to be overwhelmingly busy, aren't we?
Thank you for everything, Pathfinder. We'll get to work. The Pathfinder's back. Lovely.